Hey guys, welcome to another video of Fire with Code. And so in this video I'm going to be teaching you that how to use createRef and React, and I'll also talk about the refs in React. So let's get started. So the first one that we want to do, you know what I'm going to do the first. So I'm going to open my terminal. So you want to open up your terminal first and then go to the directory that you want to create your project. So I'm going to go to programming and practices. So yeah, so I'm the directory that where I want to create the project. So now the thing that you want to do, you want to create a project with create React app, create React app and px, and you want to learn create, let's do refs, and then hit enter. It's going to create the project. So I'm going to pause the video for now and I'll be back. Now yeah, we're done. So we want to go to cd learn refs. So cd learn refs, and now we want to open up our project in our favorite code editor. So I'm going to open it in my Visual Studio Code. So yeah, now let's do yarn start in here. After doing yarn start, if you see this logo, it's like rounding, and it is source or something like this screen, then you're good to go. So let's go to our code editor, and now I want to delete the source folder because I don't need all of the files. So I'm going to delete the source folder through terminal because it's going to be very easy. So sudo rmr source dot slash source. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new folder, src. So it names source. Now we want to say index.js. So we have a file, we need a file index.js, and also we need a file of app.js where we want to do the ref thing that we want import. So in the index.js we want to import React from React and import render from React DOM. And in the render method we're going to do app. So that is going to be our app component, but we haven't created it yet, but we'll do this soon. Now we just want to say document.get element by id, and we want to target the root of this one. Let me show you. In the index.html we have this id root, so we're targeting this one through the render. So we're going to render this one. So let's go to the app and import React from React. So we want to do export default class. I'm going to use class for that. So app extends React dot pure component. So I'm using pure component. You can use component, but I recommend using pure component. It's going to make our life a lot easier because it's going to make our app faster than using the component one from React. So we want to have a render function in here. So we want to return some JSX from here. So let's do div and then enter. And now we want to say h1 hello world. So let's see what we get. Index.js. Okay, no such file or directory app. What is the problem? Let me see. Oh, we haven't imported yet, so we want to import. Yeah, done. You can import from app, or you can do like app and then control spacebar. It's going to recommend you to import. Then you want to click tab, and this is going to import the app. That's how I import it. So reload. Reload. Why it's not reloading? Oh, the server, I think. Let me just rerun the server. Yeah, now it's working. Look, hello world. Okay, so now we want to, let's say we want to refer this one. We want to get this one in JavaScript, in vanilla JavaScript. What you do, like there is something like the ID or class. If we have an ID, we do like document.get element by ID. So we just get the element from here. But in React, that is not the way that we want to do. The way that we want to do is we want to do like, there is in React something called ref. Okay, so in the ref, if you do like, we have h1, and if you want to see this component did mount, and so in the component did mount, we want to do like console.log, and this is going to be this dot refs dot h1. If we do like this dot refs, let's see what we're gonna get in the console. So inspect, and in the console we've got an object. So yeah, we've got our h1 in here, so we have all that thing. So if you want to get the h1, let's say h1, we've got this one. Look, if you hover over it, it's showing the element in the browser. Like, look in here, when I'm hover over it, it's showing this element. That's how you get the, so you can also get the inner HTML through this, the inner HTML like this. Yeah, we've got the hello world. If you say, that's how it works. But in React, this is not the way. In the string, this is not the way that React recommends. This is an ugly way that we don't want to use. We want to use in curly braces. So in here, in the React way that we're going to do is, we need to create a constructor. So the constructor, we have super, so this is going to grab all of that goodies from the React. So now what we want to do is, we want to reference this element, like this dot h1 is going to be react dot createRef, this one. Okay, so like that. Now you want to do is, you want to say here this dot h1. Okay, now if you do this dot h1 dot current, so all of that createRef thing will going to have the current object inside of that. So if I reload, oh, I need to save the file, and now look, we've got the same thing. So that is the recommended way that we want to do. So that is the way that React recommends to use the use refs. So that's how you, let me show you a good example of this. So if you want to use like input, okay, now you want to focus on this input. When someone clicks on a button, let's give it a button in here. So let me focus input. Okay, so and in here we're going to have a function focus input. So we're going to say in here text input. So React.createElement. Now we want to set the ref to this text, this dot text input. So that is the ref that we want. So this is the one. Now we want to say on click, when someone click on the button, on click, we want to run this dot focus input function. So in the focus input, we're going to do is we want to say this dot text input dot current. Remember that we have a current object inside of the createRef, so dot focus. So we want to focus when someone clicks on this button. Okay. Oh, we are getting this. Oh, we don't have h1 right now, so let me just remove this. Okay. Yeah, now we're back. Now if I click on this button, I'm going to get an error. Look, reading text input undefined. Why this is undefined? Because when we use something like createRef or use state inside of this dot state set state inside of a function, we need to bind this function inside of the constructor. That is the way that we want. But if you don't do this way, this is not going to work. So now I'm going to say focus input is going to be this dot focus input dot bind this. Okay, so now if I refresh, okay, everything is going fine. Now if I do focus input, look, we've got now the input is focused. We've got the focus value. So and if we change something here, like so we want to get the, let's say, the value, so let's say on change, and now we want to also create a function get value. So we also want to bind this in here, this dot get value, this dot get value dot bind this. That's how we do. So this object refers this object refers the app component. So now what we want is when someone clicks on that, we want to console.log and then this dot value, this dot text input dot current dot value. We want to get the value from here. So now in the on change, we want to set the get value, this dot get value. Okay, so let's refresh. Okay, now if I do focus input, so it's focused now. Now if I write something, look at in the terminal, like in the console, so you'll see something when I write something. Oh wow, it's going great. And if I do good morning, how are you doing, everything is printing in the console. So that's all that I wanted to show. I hope that you enjoy the video, and I hope you like my video, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I'll be posting some of the cool stuffs about React and all of them. If I can learn something, and I definitely am going to show you. So that's about it, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Okay. Okay, bye bye, and I'll see you in the next video with another next idea. Okay, bye bye, and have a great one.